Welcome back. Yes, if you're just joining us, this is Good Morning Abuja on NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. Yeah, we are excited because today we celebrate ourselves, we celebrate women. Today is International Women's Day, and women who are doing a lot. We are saying kudos to them. And we have another wonderful, multi-talented personality, a woman in the house that we are proud to introduce to you. She has authored many books. She has authored many magazines, and she's of this. She has a platform that discovers, trains, and also empowers young creatives. Okay, she believes that practical empowerment is essential for social security. Please join us as we welcome Mary Jane Aolika Udodo.
Thank you so very much. I feel like I'm talking right now.
She can
Yes,
go
yes, I
on and
can
on and
Yeah.
on.
Good morning,
Wow,
Abuja. Good
it's
morning,
good morning.
Nigeria.
It's good.
Good morning, and I'm excited. Happy International Women's Day.
Yeah, same to
Same to
you.
you.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so let's start
Wow.
by asking. We're talking about youth empowerment. What is your definition of youth empowerment?
Okay, the word empowerment to me simply means practically equipping someone. And then when you talk about youth, the younger population of the country, up to this moment, we are yet to decide if the age bracket is 17 or 16.
Okay.
But I like to bring it from the angle of if you are young, you are active and you are willing, and then also you are young at heart, you fall within the kind of people, the class of people that I promote. So when you talk about empowerment, again, like I said, we could talk about things like soft skill, hard skills, knowledge. These are things that we could, put together to define what empowerment is.
Okay,
Okay,
now
so
you
how
okay.
important is that in our society today?
We can't underestimate it. Of course, we are not unaware of what is currently going on, and I wouldn't try to say that it's not important to feed a nation, but I would also like us to put more importance in the areas of empowering the young people,
Okay.
women, youth alike, because it's often said that you don't just keep showing me how to, you don't keep giving me fish,
Giving me
you
fish.
show me
Teach
how
me how
to,
to
you
catch
teach me.
fish.
So I believe that as we are promoting feeding the nation, we should also try to promote things like one youth, one skill. We should practically empower young people. So it's very essential at this present time.
Okay, let's look at the role of social media and technology in empowering our youth.
Okay, so we are coming from the media space. I know the importance. I mean, we cannot even overflog it. Those days, we used to wait for platforms like NTA to break the news or say
Yes.
something before we take the lead. But these days, you would agree with me that most times we even source our information from the internet and the rest of it. So we call it new media. The social media is very powerful. And I can't keep counting the number of things and benefits when it comes to empowerment. Now, a lot of people have had to learn. I, for one, have tried to constantly improve my skills. If I tell you that I'm coming from the background of maybe studying accounting and then now working as a media personality, you'll be like, how did I get to switch? So every day I see young people trying to do one or two things online and then trend information, create skills, soft skills. I do graphics.
Okay.
Yes, I've learned how to, do one or two things in the areas of graphics. And remember, I told you I'm a content creator, so a lot of tools online. So infusing what we do using the social media is very, very important, and we can't stop learning. So it's very vital.
Wow.
Can't stop learning.
Yes, honestly.
That's a great one.
Mhm.
Okay, but I'm curious. Why are you doing what you're doing?
Okay, I'll come from the area of passion. Passion because oftentimes I wake up and I feel like quitting because it's not easy. There are days, when I started, it's over 7 years. And when I started, it's almost like I'm pushing everything, my funds, everything. And sometimes you call for support, sponsorships and everything, and you're not getting it. And then I sit back, I wonder, is it because I'm selling something positive? In our generation, it tends to maybe negative news sells more.
Sells more.
So there's every
Spreads
reason
like
for me to
wildfire.
stop. After a while, why am I doing this? Like you rightly asked. But I see it from the area of it's something I'm passionate about. And then it's something that is positive that also helped me build myself. You were reading out the profile, you could ask, how did you do it?
Yeah.
I write, I sing, I create things, I learn. Currently, I'm also doing fashion. Like I learn how to sew t-shirts. I could do these branded t-shirts.
Okay.
So I discovered that human mind is very vast. There's a lot you can learn as long as you're very vibrant. And come on, this is the age to do all of that.
Yes.
You understand?
The
So
days of your youth.
yeah, the days of your youth. So it comes with the passion, and of course, I love to solve a need. I discover a problem, I solve it. I try to create things that will help solve it. I'm not one of those people that will sit and criticize. Yes,
Okay.
constructive criticisms are very important, but rather than just sit without, contributing your own quota, because you don't know who might be listening or who might want to, like, you know, take from those ideas and create a better society. I told a lot of my, how do I call them? A lot of people that I've had to mentor over the years, that, the easiest way to solve the problem of insecurity in the society is when you engage your young people, when you practically empower them. Mark the word, practical empowerment. Because there are some things, okay, you come to the room, you teach, you talk, and a lot of them are zealous. They want to do something, but they don't have the means. For instance, I trained on makeup artistry, and I've trained over 100 people. And I discovered that it's not enough to just show them how to do the paintings and the craft work. How about getting them the box, the makeup box? And they don't have excuse to say that I can't buy this thing, because some of those things are very expensive. So most times we stage up events and we'll try to like sell it, because we can't empower everybody at the same time. That's the truth. So in the little way we can, imagine you're able to train somebody and also give the person a box. So you've been able to practically empower. Yes. So that's why I marked that word, practical empowerment. And now you engage them during the day. They are too tired at night to go commit crimes. So they rest. In the day, they also come out, they also come out again to get busy. I attended one function, and trust me, one of the speakers also mentioned this. They were like, if you engage them during the day, in the night, they are too busy. And I add by saying that it's not enough for us to build the walls of securities and fences around us. Yes, you might have the money to do all of that. But these same security personnel can compromise, because of course they will mingle with the society, the young people and the rest of them, and they'll still compromise. But how about empowering these young people practically? Trust me, if they hold you to a very high esteem as somebody who's been giving back to them in terms of practical empowerment, they will not let anything happen to you.
That's true.
So for me, that's the best security Nigeria can ever think of at this present time. Empower your youth, one skill. So as you feed the elderly, as you feed the old people, empower the youth. Empower them. It's not enough to give me a bag of rice or half or today.
How
I keep
long do you
eating.
want to continue?
How long do you? It's not sustainable. But imagine you train me. Imagine you get me the equipment. Some of us have learned a lot of things, but equipment, we can't afford some of these things. Imagine you give out some of those things and you organize things like this. That's what we want to hear. Make it very, in the tech industry, our young people are doing a lot. Trust me. I've had to do some events in the past where I see people using razor blade to draw. Artists. I see them these days use the internet to also draw. Yes. I was watching one of the animations and I was so happy because it has to do with local content, and in the Disney format. You must have seen it. I have had to write, and I've been thinking of how do we put this into animated forms. People are doing it. So,
so indirectly saying that we need to empower youth,
practical
so that they can
empowerment.
channel their energy.
Energy, yes.
Positive.
And of course, I can't. You should know that this will also go a long way to boost our GDP. We people focus more on oil, agriculture. For me, some of these things have been highly politicized. How about crafts? We can export craft. We can export soft skills, ideas.
And this is the era of
And
AI.
this is the era of AI.
Yes.
You understand? Those days I used to have some funny imaginations and dreams, and people are like, do you think this can happen? Where you have cars that could fly, where you have cars that you could just wrap up like your phone, to curb the issue of traffic.
Traffic, yes.
Once upon a time, we have cable cars. So there's nothing we can, as long as you can think, you can create and achieve.
Once we imagine it,
you can
achieve it. So let's talk about, where do you see the place of mentors, mentoring mentees? How important do you think mentors, or what important roles do you think mentors? Because trust me, some youth don't even believe in mentorship, but we all need mentors.
I think why we need someone to look where the practical does not come in. She said
exactly
is good and fine. You can talk and talk and talk, but what about the practical?
Yeah. Now, it's let me come in. Mentorship is very key. I'll take it from two ways. Yeah, that's it enable, we say anybody who doesn't have anybody advising him or her. I mean, something very great has happened.
It's not only enable.
Yes. So once you need somebody that you could look up to. You need the right mentors. You need people that can actually once in a while sit you down and talk to you and let you know that you are doing well.
You're not doing well.
Or you're not doing well. You understand, to direct you to that. I think those days in school we used to have guidance and counseling
Yes.
units. I don't know how functional it is these days, but even in the real business world, we should also have that. I think that's why a lot of people do mostly some talks here and there and the rest of them. But youth of these days, we are so impatient. Yes,
That's another
we
thing.
are so impatient. Take it
That's
either
just
ways,
it.
positively or negatively. We are so impatient because as the ideas are coming, we want to see it happen. If you don't have the money,
Immediately.
if you don't have the, we tend to like, okay, what can I do to get this? I was in the midst of some young people who were doing these designs, remember? And in a day, these children could produce like 100 t-shirts. And per t-shirt, they pay them like 400 naira per t-shirt. And they are so fast and so creative with it. Now, they are making money, but you could see a part of them also trying to complain like, now this one I want to make millions. You sure say I no go join Yahoo? You know, this kind of stuff. So
They forget the days of
sometimes,
little beginning.
yes, the society also has a role to play. Society tends to promote some of these vices indirectly. People no longer ask questions. So yes, there's a place of mentorship. It's very important. But the kind of people that we look up to also, it matters.
Okay.
So it's called History and Current Affairs Made Easy. Now, remember I said in our platform, Kraftivity, actually, we try to bring up some creative events to push our message forward because, of course, the kind of people we're dealing with, you have to make it as exciting, as rewarding for you to be able to get their attention. So now, we've done things in the past, different kind of creative programs. This year, we made a research. Remember I told you I love to check for need and then we try to find a solution, not just to talk about it. So I discovered that this idea of current affairs and history is fading off. Those days, I could maybe as we're traveling, we see people selling these books and
Yes,
we
you
buy
buy, yeah.
and we read. Not like we're going to write any special exam, but because we just want to know.
Yeah.
That zeal to want to know who is your. And my father who always like he played a very major role. By the way, he lost knowledge.
Okay, so what advice do you have for the youth?
Young people, we are energetic. We're not lazy. We're not lazy, and the excuses you keep making today, you keep shifting blame. It will haunt you tomorrow because tomorrow somebody will blame you.
Exactly.
For not doing what you're supposed to do
were
to
there.
lead the platform. So please, I know that the society is not a bit encouraging, but trust me, with our youthful energy, we'll be able to achieve more. So keep doing a lot of creative and beautiful things you're doing, and I love you all.
Mary Jane.
Starting point.
Udo. Thank you again.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you for coming. Honestly, you really.
Oh,
I don't even mind
I'm
being a
woman. Celebrating
Yeah,
her
I'm
today.
proud to be women.
So we're celebrating
In
you.
my
We're
next word,
celebrating
yeah.
you. As we celebrate other women
Women.
who are
Yeah.
doing outstanding things.
Honestly,
You
this
know,
is
in
just
this
it's
country.
superb.
And we
When you
all
saw
need to
him,
do
when
more.
this is the kind of person you see, say, wow,
Yeah.
she just wows you.
First, she just wrote her profile and I was reading. Later, she now gave me her book. As I went to the book, I was looking at her.
When I read, I said, only you. I said, only you. No, this is good. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for gracing our.
Thank you
Yes,
for having me.
thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm so elated. Thank you for the platform.
Thank you. Well, viewers, we have been speaking with this wonderful, sweet lady, a strong lady, if you ask me, never giving up lady. She is a promoter, a youth promoter, a writer, composer, and a content creator, Mary Jane Awoleka Udo. Well, the program is still Good Morning Abuja. Let's take a break, and when we return, the program continues shortly.